Speed? Okay, fine. Music. And we are up and running. Oh wow, that's a game I haven't played in a while. Oh, this game is... Oh, chat. Sorry. Ta-da! That does not. How did I win the same amount I bet? That just seems terrible. Okay, so... But you don't get to see the numbers or anything like that. It's not even really roulette. That's pretty terrible. Oh my gosh, really? That should not be that much. Hey Silly, how you doing? Don't mind me, I'm just testing out some of the Streamlabs crap and what it's really good for and not. Yes. Cheers. There are no redemptions. That's fine. Raffle emote. No, I don't want spam. How you doing? Yep. Don't mind me. I'm just messing around with the layout of the page. I haven't had chance to do it beforehand, and I made a lot of changes to my thing, and I need to fix a lot of stuff. Hey, Potato Junior. So, I mean, it's the new point system. You know, it's been in place for a little bit. It's been following people who've been in the chat for a little bit, but not too long. Probably about like the last 2 or 3 streams it's been here, but I haven't really messed with it yet. So we will make some changes to that in the near future. Hey Amano, how you doing? Welcome. So I need to figure out how I'm gonna ruin Annabelle soon. That's my new toy. My runes are all over the place. I don't know what runes to give her. From my understanding, Annabelle is super stat hungry, and I don't even have team compositions I want to use her with yet in mind. The only thing I'm pretty sure about is I want to give her violent runes. And the only, I mean, again, I'm probably going to steal some runes from Veramos, some runes from Bella. You know, these are units that I haven't, that are heavily used by me, so it's going to be a big change for me to start taking runes from Annabelle away. Thank you. You know, taking runes away from Veramos is insanely tough for me to do. Just because I rely so heavily on them. I know it's something I want to get away from. But Veramos has just been so huge for me that I can't imagine not using him. It's just so natural, you know, when I go into Guild Wars to instantly just go Veramos, Theo, Chasun. It's just, again, I know Annabelle's a better option. Or more utility, just a lot of stats required. I just don't know. I mean, speed, HP, attack, I don't know how I'm going to fit it all in. So, if we just basically look, I mean, the Veramos speed rune I feel almost has to go on Annabelle. This rune is just too beautiful not to go on Annabelle. Attack, defense, speed. There's no HP on here, but that's kind of what it is. Okay. That's nice for... I'll read that message later. This rune here is not huge for Annabelle. This rune's decent, but I don't think it's a big deal. This is also decent rune, but I don't think it's something I need to move over there. That Veramos rune I think is really good to move over. I can move some of Okeanos' runes because I'm going to be moving Okeanos to Swift. And so we can possibly take away... this rune here is pretty good for Okeanos. Oh, I think this rune is pretty good for me to take because it has attack, defense, HP. Really low speed. Do I have a speed grind on that? Do not have a speed grind. It's not a good rune. HP speed here. No defense, no attack. Well, you can't have attack on 3. So it's speed and HP. Some resistance. Stop opening my doors. I think I would like some resistance on there, so a rune like this is okay, but it's not enough speed, not enough attack or anything like that, so this is not a huge rune for me to go with it. This Will rune is pretty good. I do like it. Again, more speed would be ideal, but if we can get speed on Violent, that's fine. And that's really just where I have to find the runes for it. A rune like this is good, but there's no speed, so I don't know if it's good enough. Just basically like, I don't have like high speed runes just laying around. That's the issue. This could have been one that, if it rolled better, that was from the reappraisal stuff. This rune here, is this a good enough? I mean, again, the speed is so low that I don't think it is. But it's speed and defense. Masked Murderer or my mom, who just comes in and out from smoking. So this is something we got from the 3-year pack. I am pretty sure this rune's going to get reappraised, but if it actually goes all into HP, it's not... actually, I don't know. I think this is going to get reappraised. Problem is this crit rate up there. Crit rate's one of those stats you kind of don't want up there because you want it to be reappraised into something really good. Swift will make her crazy HP. I want crazy speed more than crazy HP, but high HP, high speed is really my ideal. How to rune Wusa? Wusa, If you're going, where the hell did I go with that? Really, min-roll accuracy. What you want from Wusa is generally first turn. It depends on how highly you're ranking in RTA and in Arena, is how fast you need it to be. You really want to go for first turn. I don't think Will is that important if you're really fighting for first turn. If you're confident in getting your first turn, like you have 300 speed Wusa, you're pretty confident on first turn with speed leader, then you don't need Will. In that case, I would go as Bernard, make it as fast as possible. If you're not confident first turn, then Will is really important because he's pretty much giving out your immunity for your whole team. It's really big for bruiser comps, but if you're early game, mid game, Wusa is not really priority at that point. At that point, you can put anything on him. It's really for high-end RTA is where you need it to be as fast as possible. Where the flat HP, this rune is just terrible. And that's fine. We're just going to reappraise it now. There's no, even if it max rolls into something, it's not good enough to keep. There's no speed on here. That's the biggest thing. If it got up into the 30 HP range, then we would have kept it. But other rolls were so low. Accuracy and resistance were near minimum rolls beforehand. So I don't think it was a big deal. But yeah, with Wusa, I think if you're not in high-end RTA, don't worry too much about making it super fast. You could even go violent at that point. You can go... you just want it really tanky. Swift energy is fine. Yeah, we just... 21, that's decent, but we're going to reappraise anyway. Accuracy, crit damage, HP, 15 speed. Okay, that's good enough. Actually, I think that becomes Animal Zoom. 15 speed, 12 HP is okay. Accuracy, crit the... I mean... Crit damage is obviously really bad for this rune here. But I don't think I can switch that out. But I mean, it's a good rune. It's good enough, at least. 190 speed, 30k HP. That's fine. I mean, again, if you're not going for, you know, Guardian level RTA or even like, you know, Conqueror level RTA, that's good enough. Again, obviously you want more if you know, as it depends on where you're ranking in RTA and how Bender is. Better for retouch. You're gonna give me retouch? I agree, it's better for retouch. I just don't have one of those. Not all of us have random Nat 5 just laying around. But 15 speed is good. I will take that. More so. I bought a premium pack the other day. That's big for me. I bought 3 premium packs. And I spent $150 on that. I bought the 2 3-year anniversary packs. So, that's pretty much my summoning till Christmas. I'm not spending more money on the game unless something crazy comes out. And that's where these crappy runes are coming from. That rune that I just powered up plus this one here came from those packs. They were not good runes, but they can be replayed. Did I see what I did not? I saw. Did we just double roll flat attack? We double roll flat attack. I did not see it yet. I saw the video pop up, and he did that. He posted that video right before I started streaming yesterday, and I didn't get to watch it yet. But I've been watching, since Mobile Masters, I've been watching Island Born stuff. His videos are really funny. I didn't realize like how. I mean, I just watched the stuff he put on YouTube. His videos are really good. I've been watching his stream a little bit. I watched a little bit beforehand, but now I've been watching a little bit more. He's really good. He's a really good streamer. I didn't really put on stuff. Back to back. Oh my god, really? Holy crap! Just getting one light dark nat 5 is insane. What was the rate? So the rate was like 0.3%, and now it's if he gets back to back, that's like I can't even do math. But back to back, 0.3% is just like godlike. I will watch that. I mean, again, like I said, I will. His stuff is high quality stuff, so I'll watch it tomorrow when I go back to work. Basically, at work is what we're gonna quad roll attack here. We're gonna quad roll flat attack. I got my first quad roll speed roll today, actually. Yeah, baby. Yeah, today, like I was saying, I'll catch up on, you know, basically the last 4 or 5 days I've been on vacation with my family. So I haven't been able to keep up with my YouTube watching stuff because on vacation, the tablet, the iPads, and stuff like that, at the end of the day, is kind of reserved for my kids to watch their stuff because at the vacation homes, you know, we don't have our DVRs, and they don't have their normal TV stuff, so they get to watch stuff off the iPad. If they're watching stuff off the iPad, that means I can't watch my normal stuff. And also, a lot of the stuff out there is not very kid-friendly. You know, YDCB videos are not kid-friendly. Lots of language is being used, so I can't watch that on vacation. So I'll have to catch up with it later on. Okay, we avoided flat attack. But yeah, that was triple flat attack. Ooh, 30 attack. I guess that's Annabelle, right? 30 attack. That's a lot of attack. I will take that. I mean, that's a huge attack rune. That's real. I mean, that's 8, 16. That's 2 off of max roll. This is 2 off max. This is a max roll, and this is 1 off. This is a really, really. This is a really, really efficient rune. Speed, HP, HP. Yes, you're right. I can do that now. You're right, because. Oh, this is actually perfect because we engrave this in, and then so we have this Okeanos rune for Will here, which is high attack, high defense, and we have this Triton rune here, which is 25 attack, 19 speed. Enchant, convert. We can put defense. No, we want HP in there. Oh no, it is HP. We can put defense on this. Yeah, we have this one right here. So this rune's here going on there. I guess we want defense on here. Oh no, we have to look. We have to start worrying about the accuracy now. And what we were doing for, yeah, I think we have to start worrying about the accuracy because I don't think any of the runes on Annabelle has accuracy, right? This has 8 accuracy. Oh, this has 14, so that's 22. Do I have enchants? Yeah, no, I know. We need the accuracy. So these 3 here. So it's at 22 accuracy. We want to put on Okeanos' Will rune here. This has no accuracy. We might take out the crit rate for accuracy here. And yeah, they're gonna. Oh, come eventually. And they do come. I know. I have to R5 a lot more. This rune here has 6 accuracy, so we're at like 28 accuracy. But I think. Oh no, wrong rune. This has 13 accuracy, so this is 22, 13, 35% accuracy already without grinding it. So we got a little bit more work, but that's pretty much. I think we just built Annabelle right there. Annabelle's pretty much complete. Yeah, that's the Water of Cold Crow. So the only thing here is this here. Maybe we enchant that. Because there's let's roll into that. So we can re-roll this here. But I think it's good enough. 18, 14. So 18 out of possibly. It's bad rolls. What? That's a max roll. This is a double roll into flat HP, which kind of sucks to roll it away, but maybe. I don't know if this is... I mean, it seems like such a good rune already that I'm afraid to reappraise. Not afraid, but I just don't think it needs to be reappraised. But we are lacking speed. Because even with all those runes out there, we're probably only at like 200 speed. I think that may be fast enough. We'll play around with it from free rune removal a little bit. But yeah, Anvil's not going to get used till free rune because... Actually, you know what? Can we just take the runes off now? People put Nemesis on her? Nemesis. I was thinking Will just because... Why? If she's tanking, Nemesis makes sense too, though. But I don't have good Nemesis runes left. Do I have good Nemesis runes left? Not Nemesis speed runes. So I have this here, which is no speed really. We could go energy. Or we could go endure. Right? Do we have endure? Defense. Nope, can't even go endure. Energy? No, we don't need accuracy. I think people go Will. I think Will is kind of where I'm leaning towards, just because to protect from that first turn. I think I'm giving her Will. I'm pretty sure we're going on Will. We could possibly go Focus, because I think I have really good Focus runes. But I don't think I need to. I don't have really good Focus. I lied. I do not have good Focus runes. Hey man, how you doing? I was thinking maybe Revenge. I like the idea of Revenge just because you could put someone to sleep from getting hit back. But I think Will is just probably going to be my best shot with it. This does have accuracy, but no speed really. Yeah, I think that will. Oh, it's not for Rena. It's for... Oh yeah, congratulations! I saw you pulled a Dark Beast Monk, right? Jazz, yeah, I think I saw that you pulled the Dark Beast Monk. Congratulations on that. That's kind of crazy. I don't know really what he's used for. It's a better version of Chandra, I think. I'm not even sure if that's even if it's better than Chandra, but it's still probably the best use of it. Oh, that wasn't yours? Oh. That's disappointing. I saw your video when you did. I just saw the clip. I actually didn't get to watch it yet. I haven't watched any Summoners War stuff over the weekend. But I did show that you posted that. Oh, what the hell? Nemesis Chasun? It's like mine. You got Thrain for TOA Hard? Yeah. TOA Hard is... That's really good for TOA Hard. I use Thrain for my TOA Hard. You pulled a Fae. I think Fae is insanely good. Fae is like stupidly good. It makes... Yes, it's random, but it's like such a high chance, and if one of those things proc, it's just so good, Fae. It speed runs everything. I got a few lightning. I got some on mine. It was for, you know, hey, I spent 150 bucks on it. It was a lot of money to spend on it. I got a decent amount of lightning. I got one Nat 5 on that, so it's not terrible. But, and I got an animal, so I'm kind of happy with it. I just don't know what the hell to do with it. But, those two stones that those two violent runes, at least when it got reappraised, were really good. I'm glad it is growing too. You know, we do these streams pretty frequently, and people seem to like it, so we're going to continue to do it as long as people come to watch it and people enjoy hanging out. there's no real agenda going on today. So if anyone has any questions, today is a good day to ask random questions if you need help. Just because outside of random farming, I don't really have any real. God damn, Theo. I don't have much going on right now today, just because it's a dead period of time. There's just some random farm. Ninja's your guilty. He had a farming AD anyway, so I don't think he needs to see anything on how his defense went. I'm going to probably be respecting my homunculus really soon. So if anyone has any interest in the light homunculus right now, any questions, any testing you want me to do with the light homunculus, now is a good time, because there's a good chance by tomorrow, maybe even right now, we're just going to change it to the dark one, because the light one's a piece of shit. I don't know how else to put it. The light one just stinks. I didn't want it to stink as much as it did, but I can't find good use out of the light one. The way it's set up, it's not saying it's. Oh my god. Just the way it's set up now, the light one just. This is gonna be a. I'm gonna lose. We're gonna lose with double Lucian. All those violent fox was just crazy. Okay, fine, forget it. He wins. Anti-Lucian. But yeah, just the light homunculus, I found very lackluster. Anything you could do with it, really, it's... Any strange combos you really pull off with it, you really pull off better with Lisa. The attack buff is nice. If you speed tune it really well, I guess it's possible, but you generally need a stripper to work with it. You need defense break. You know, it's a lot of work to get together for something that's not huge. And I instantly now pulling Anvil, I now regret feeding it all my double mons. You know what? Screw this. We are changing it now. So we want the dark one. I'm pretty sure about that. Let me just go through the skills. Default skill. I think skill 1's the same. Yeah, you're right. I should take that now. I forgot all about that. That's fine. No one. It was all my money anyway. There was no donation sorted anyway. But I can take that down. I forgot all about that. I don't even realize it's there. Blah blah blah. Activity feed, stream elements. Blah blah blah. But I will do that in a minute. So I'm just gonna go through the skills now. So I don't know how much I like this right here. Attack one time, remove the beneficial effect. So the strip plus absorb attack bar at 50% chance. 10% is just so low. Even this 10 times 3, 50%. It's not. I mean, it's still this one. The strip is better. The attack bar boost is nice, but it's not a big deal. But this is the skill I really like. Operation Gamma Weaken. Attack it. Remove all beneficial effects and armor break. 75% chance. 75% chance is decent, but not huge. It's pretty reliable. I feel not, but not. I mean, obviously not 100%, but it allows enough combos to be working with it. And I think this right here, lockdown, just seems so nuts. 3-turn sleep. It just puts something out of your misery. You leave it out of the way. They're not gonna violent out of 3-turn sleep. I'm pretty sure that's the set I'm going with. And you know what? We are going to go with it right now. So why am I even... Reset skills. Oh, wait. Is it cheaper to do with crystals or to do it with this? Let me do math on that. So that's pretty much 600 of these. 600 divided... So that's 60 runs. 60 runs times 8. Yes, you pick the skills using the rift materials, and then your devil, and if you respec your homunculus, the Devilmon stay. So yeah, so it's not like when you respec, you don't lose the Devilmons, and when you change your skills, if you change skill 3, if you change from the light one to the dark one, all Devilmon stay onto there. Let me just see. So 600 of these rift things divided by, let's say I get on average double S, right? So 10, 60 runs times 8, 480 divided by 80, 480 divided by 90. So 5 refills times. So it's 160 crystals, really, for if I just do it that way. Versus 3. Okay, let's do that instead. Is my math wrong on that? Because yeah, I think it's easier to respec. I mean, it's time consuming. Let me just make sure that I get double S on these. It's been like a week since I farmed them. But that's 600 pieces, right? Someone double check my math? So it's really about like 6 refills? To respec that, you are losing on those condensed crystals, but I have like 2,000 of those or 1,500 of them, so that's kind of enough. So it's 600 divided by 10. So let's say I'm assuming 10 on average. 60 runs. Each run is 8 energy. So it's 400. 4. Can't be right. Yeah, 480 energy. And then, did I pull anything for my birthday? I pulled an Annabelle yesterday. And I pulled 3 Water Anubis, which is good for Commune skill ups and some other random nat fart. The Light Dark Scrolls were junk. They were both 3-star crap. Not even a good 3-star that I don't have for the Light Dark ones. And I pulled some random skill ups for stuff that I needed, so wasn't awful. Annabelle's really good. Annabelle's gonna be ruined up, free rune removal. I can do it now. I'm really tempted to do it now too. 480, right? Divided by 9. Yeah, and then that's. A Vampire Commune. Which is better, light or dark homunculus? The same thing applies for all homunculus. It's whatever you need it to be. Personally, for me, I don't have a use of the light one. I don't like the way the light one just synergizes with my teams. If you have the right units out there, I think the counterphase light one seems really, really good. If you have the proper units to synergize with counterphase. Right now, mine is Rock On, the one that teams up skills. It's not consistent enough, so I don't feel the light one's really good for me. But again, if you have the right units, if you have the right team synergies, I think the light one has a lot of potential. It's just not working for me. I think the dark one, overall, I think the one people mostly using is the AoE strip plus stun. I'm not as high on that as everyone else seems to be. AoE strip is of course amazing. And the strip's 100%. The stun is 25%. If you don't have an AoE stripper, definitely go to the dark one. Do the AoE strip. It's a really good skill. If you have any other stripper, if you have a Triton, if you have a Juno, you have a Chiwu, I think you can not go with the AoE strip. So it just really depends on what you want. Wait, I'm supposed to see how many crystals. Oh, I guess I just look over here, see how many crystals I got from me. So, I just went over it before, but we'll do it again. So yeah, it was about 10 on average. So this is what I have mine on. This skill here, um, removes one beneficial effect. Nice. Single target strip, pretty reliable. That's a nice skill. Decreases attack bar by 15%. Meh, 15% is not noticeable, really. And only at a max skill 50% chance of doing it's for such a low ability. That's not. It's nice. It's helpful. It's not noticeable. These two heals. 30% single target heal. That's crap. 15% AoE heal. Kinda crap. So that's where I find it. I think the Light Homunculus just isn't strong enough with the heals. That skill gets upgraded to here. So this here recovers 30% HP. Single target 30% HP. And increases the attack power by 2 turns. You know who has an ability like this? Chasun. Colleen. Colleen has almost as equal heal, 3-turn attack buff AoE. So 30% heal, 30% single target, not good enough. This skill here recovers an HP and fills up the attack bar. That could be potentially useful. I think that's probably better than the other one, but it's... single target heal, single target attack bar boost. I don't see how that's really good. Hey man, thank you for the host. I appreciate that. So that's if you go with the single target heals. That's not, again, I think both of those skills are just okay. If you go with one of those single target heals, you get these choices here. Fast pace kind of feels like using Leo for the first turn over again on a 4-turn cooldown. You boost everyone's attack bar up to 100%. So at that point, whoever's faster will get turns. I guess that works really well if the Light Homunculus is the slowest unit on your team. So think of it kind of like Tablo. And then but your team is still faster than the opponent's team. So that's really situational. That's really hard to really determine unless you're going to make everyone on your team super fast. And super fast without attack bar boosters, kind of. Because attack bar boosters is going to work the first time through, not the second time through. I find fast pace to be really odd. So I don't think fast pace is that useful. Counter phase, I think, is really strong. Granted, you need it to be max skilled. I think 6-turn cooldown versus 4-turn cooldown on this is a really big deal. Thank you. I appreciate it for the stream. Yeah, the host is perfectly fine. I appreciate it. But yeah, counter phase. So for counter phase to work, you need units that have really strong first skills that do stuff on their first skill. What instantly comes to mind is Wind Panda, Theo, Hua. Those work really well with counter phase. Other things, other units that may work pretty well. Obviously, I know YDCB did Rogue, and I don't think common people Rogues are insane, so I don't think it's a great unit to be using it with. The skill's nice. Trevor's are also good because it will give him the attack bar boost before he attacks or after he attacks. I'm trying to think the Monkey Kings are pretty good because they have stun on skill 1. So basically anyone that hits it will pretty much, revenge 50% stun. I think 50% is okay. Iris, if you have Iris plus this thing is insane. Iris first skill is just nuts as it is, and just to have the full revenge every time, it makes it really annoying. But so I think this is of the Light Homunculus. If you are going to light one, this is the skill to have. I did not go that route. I went with Rock On. So the way I saw this working was, and it's kind of is working the way I imagined. It's just not as strong as I saw it to be. The big part where you can use Rock On is Guild Wars, because during Guild Wars you only have your team is 3 units, so you're always teaming up with 2 other units, and you already know what it's going to be. If you bring it to Arena, you bring it to Rifts or something like that, you're getting random units, so it's not guaranteed which one you're going to get. Guild Wars, you're guaranteed to get those other 2 units, and they will attack simultaneously with attack buff. So again, you need units with strong first skills. I've done it. The best things I've been running with was Stella Hua or Stella Theo, Bella Theo. You know, those kind of things. So the mindset was Rock On happens, Armor Break happens, and then Theo pretty much nukes the crap out of it, or Hua nukes the crap out of it. And it's worked pretty well. The only problem with it is who gets that first attack. Basically, is the armor break happening before or after the nukes happening? So basically, is Bella's armor break happening, Stella's armor break happening beforehand? Xiaolin, yeah, I guess Xiaolin works too. Yes, because Xiaolin can, was it defense break on skill 1 and potentially into skill 2. So yeah, those works a little bit. It's actually, you know what? I should try that a little bit more. Let me just see it, because I do have a Kung Fu Girl. I don't know what the percentage is on it. So let me just see how reliable that armor break is. Mine's not max skill, so 50% chance, and it goes up. No, it just stays at 50%. So it's a one-time arm break, 50% chance. That's okay, and you have a chance to get into the extra attack. It's not a bad choice for it. I think 50% is not reliable enough, because if you're using this, you're kind of trying to one-shot nuke, and if you don't get the arm break, you don't get that nuke in. But I think it's fair to use it for skill 1 to bring it in. My problem is if the fight goes longer than that, I don't think the Water Kung Fu Girl brings enough utility. It's too random with the other skills. Plus, you're not having a lot of debuffs, so skill 3 is not going nuts. But it's an option. I think Stella is really the best option if you have a Stella that's skilled up. But again, the whole animation, the problem I have with it is attack animations. How fast the animation is determines who gets the first hit. If it worked by who is just faster, which honestly to me makes more sense, who gets first hit, then you can control who it is. But it's just the way it's set up with attack, it's too random. It's not, unless you really map out who's faster than who, and you have speed tune everything fine. The good thing about that skill, the Rock On skill, is like Lisa, when you use that skill, their cooldowns drop down with it. So if you have your 2 units faster than your homunculus, they can use their big skills, skill 3s, maybe nuke something down, then use the Rock On to reduce their cooldowns and prolong the fight a little bit longer. It has interesting combination. Tyrone has Tyrone's first skill, even if it procs multiple times, generally is not doing enough. It's an option, but I don't think it's a good one. Turning Point here, I find it not. It's a AOE cleanse, really good. Evenly matches the percentage of HP of all allies, and so that pretty much. Think Brienne when he revives, everyone has an equal amount of life. That could save you a lot. A lot of times it just doesn't do enough. Unless one unit's dead and everything else is really full health, then it kind of works out. Does give 2-turn defense buff with it, which is nice, but I don't see this being really good. So the other skills for skill 2 for this one's on the bottom. This one here, we call 15% AOE heal. 15% is really low. Creatures heal 15% on top of it. On a 3-turn cooldown, again, 15% heal is just not enough. If it was 15% heal plus 15% shield, then we're talking something strong. But here, just not enough. The heal's not strong enough. Here, 15% heal and 15% attack. Again, 15% attack bar is just not enough to really make a difference. What about the Water Homunculus? Okay, I'll go with the regular Homunculus since a lot of people are still working on this. This is my build. The Homunculus, the attack homunculus fills whatever role you're missing. I don't think there's a real best homunculus. It's just whatever you need it for. Yeah, that's my opinion. The light homunculus overall just needs a buff. It's sad for a unit that just came out to say it needs a buff, but the light homunculus is just either cooldowns need to be reduced a little bit more, or they need to bump things up to like 50% single target heal and 25% AoE heal. Because you're just putting it on par with Chasun and Colleen. Colleen's a Nat 3, and that's what we're putting it on par with. 15% versus Colleen, I think, is 25 and goes up to like 30. That's a big difference for a Nat 3 versus a Nat 5. Granted, farmable, but you want the power level of that homunculus to be strong. The light one just needs a little bit of a buff. I'll go over the dark one, what I'm planning to do with the dark one afterwards. So the water homunculus here, the most common ones I'm going to say is this skill here. This skill is AoE freeze, 25% chance. So this is that's probably one of the best skills, just in general. Skill 1 AoE freeze, or even just you putting on despair or something like that. Just AoE on skill 1 is nuts. Think about what other units have skill 1 AoE. Iris, right? Thank you, Lamb. Yes, I do celebrate. It was also my birthday too, so thank you for that. This year, again, this has the strip freeze. It's not a terrible one, but I think most people go with this for skill 1. I would go with this one. 25% chance to freeze on skill 1. Pretty damn good. If you put revenge on it, really awesome. Of these here, 2-turn armor break, 2-turn AoE armor break, really good skill. Oh, sorry, 3-turn, decent skill. 3-turn AoE armor break, decent skill. This defense break plus does damage to max HP. Spectre, kind of like. I don't know the multipliers on it because no one uses this. No one uses that skill. At least none that I know of. This here attacks cooldown. So this is pretty much a really strong AoE, and if it kills stuff, you get a faster cooldown on it. It's good for farming. You're not building the homunculus for farming, so I don't recommend that build here. This is nice. This is kind of like max damage Beretta plus Spectre combined. So these two skills, if you put them together, you do a lot of damage to someone that has high HP. And it's probably decent for something like TOA. But if you're going for the TOA build, most people are going to go towards the bottom here. The reason for that is this skill here is pretty much Virad. AoE 30% attack bar reduction. 50% chance. Again, 30% is relevant. We were looking at the light homunculus before. All the skills was at 15%. That's not relevant. 30% is pretty good. And you combine that with this here, you get a lot of crowd control between skill 1, 2, and 3. All AoE. You can put it on despair if you want for more stuns, or just violent. I'd probably go violent. But with the water one, this is the skill most people go with, and this is just when you're running TOA teams, and that's where this homunculus is mainly used. You're running it with Beretta, you're running it with Spectra, so you have AoE, you have slow, you have 2 dots on there. You probably have another few, a couple other debuffs, defense break, something like that. So you normally have, like, say on average 4 debuffs on there. So you have 4 debuffs, and then you put this out there. So you add another 2 dots plus another 1. So if you have potentially 6 dots on there, this adds another 3. So you have a chance to really put that many debuffs out there. That's really what speeds it up. Yeah, you could just copy it. You can paste the Swarm Farm link. We'll take a look at it afterwards. But yeah, that's what people use the Water Homunculus for. If you have found the TOA hard, then yeah, go this route. If you have other uses of the Homunculus, I would recommend using, this build here, I use it to snipe Sierra. That's just personally what I use. If you don't have a fire AoE nuker, this skill right here is a really good fire. If you don't have a Zeros, if you don't have a Rika, there are not a lot of strong fire AoE units. This skill is decent. It's really hard to get lethal damage with this, so that's why I chose not to do this. Even like 200 speed and 200 crit damage wasn't enough for, with a speed on slot 2, wasn't enough for this damage to, you know, do 30,000 AoE. So that's kind of why I stayed away from that. This skill here does a crap load of damage. When, again, if you have a lot of debuffs, you can use it for rage, you can use it for rifts. I used this skill for R5 for a long time. It easily does 120,000 to the bosses on R5, so this is not a terrible skill set to use. This is for Necro. If you're gonna build a Necro one, build the Wind one. Basically, the Wind one has a lot of multi hits. I would avoid the skills that have anti-revive because destroy and anti-revive. I think of some of the skills, right? These are not too strong because if you don't have an anti-revive unit, it helps against Piranhas a little bit. But again, Wind Homunculus is not strong against Piranha, so you're not going to be bringing it there. So I find it a little bit tough to use that. Massive amount of Destroy, you know, that's okay. Destroy is not really part of the meta, so it's not too big. This is what you use for Necro and R5. Five hits are really strong for both of those. And here, weaken defense and branding. That's also pretty good for Necro. But the thing is, you fuse this skill with it. This is a nice skill. 2-turn. This does really good damage. And leaves branding. Branding is not generally something that's easily to get. This is also good because it's multi-hit and attack slow if you need help for Necro, but I would probably bring the branding one. If you're building Necro, I guess that's specifically for Necro, that's fine. Because it's all 3 hits, 5 hits. Use Wusar's Verd, Sig, Bella, Poseidon. So that's my thoughts on the Homunculus. Again, I really like mine for this. Again, it's my personal preference for it because I personally have issues dealing with Sierra Orion teams, and this Homunculus has made it a lot easier for me to deal with those teams. I do need to push a little bit more damage on it because, you know, Sierras are getting tankier and tankier. So I need to get a little bit more damage on mine. Again, like I said, where I plan to go with the Dark Homunculus, and that's going to happen tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. Or I plan to use this skill here. The reason for that is AoE strip, full strip, 100% 100 strip with a 75% chance to armor break. So basically what that means is when you face hold on 1 second. What's the plan? You gonna eat dinner? You gonna eat dinner, then put it on my phone? No. Sorry about that. No, yes, this skill is single target. Yeah, single target, but it removes all debuffs from a single target. I don't need to AoE strip everything. So this is going to be a Guild War unit. Oh, baby. So the reason for this is, in Guild Wars, some of the more annoying teams you deal with have insane amount of immunity. Wusar, Veladrol, they're all over the place. They're really strong. So if you could just, you can strip that one unit you need to kill, defense break it, and then follow up with a nuke right after. Which, again, I'm gonna use Theo as that example, but it could be anything really. But any strong single target nuke. So you have that armor break. You can use something like Trevor. Is perfectly fine to work with this. Trevor's probably really good actually just because it self buffs and attacks. And you don't have to bring an attack buffer with it. But to combine two essential skills into one is always good. That's why Galleon's so beloved, because when you're bringing your teams out there to put attack buff and defense break on one skill is really good. Putting defense break and strip on the same skill, it just teams that are slow. You worry, will ruins. You can just again put that out there and just get your single target combo off, and again you use it to kill teams that have a single threat. So a lot of those teams involve I don't know, or Sierra or something like that, right? So a lot of those teams, if you're able to get that first turn with it, or just able to snipe that one unit, it's going to help you snipe that one unit. I'm going to combine that with this here. So after you pretty much steal that, you kill that one unit out there. Afterwards, if you get another turn out there, you get a 3-turn sleep. That pretty much takes a unit out of commission. Even if it's a unit on Violent, it's pretty, if you they're not Violent out of a 3-turn sleep. 2-turn sleep, sometimes they can Violent out of it, but 3 turns they're not generally gonna. So you will get that extra turn. Plus, you're also putting AOE sleep on everyone, AOE slow. I think that's a really strong skill set to put out there. I'm gonna try that out. That's my thoughts with it. I think the most common skill right now being used is this one here. AoE strip, again, really helpful if you don't have a stripper, but 25% chance to stun is just not enough for me. 25% chance is despair. That's like despair. It's nice when it hits, not reliable enough where I want to try and really put that out there. That's just my opinion on it. It's not a bad. I was really hoping that there'd be when I saw the 25%, I was really hoping that there'd be skill ups with it so that it can move up to like 50% stun. 25 I don't know. To me, it just doesn't seem. It's debatable. It's whatever your personal preference is. This skill here, I don't like it too much. Attacks enemy 4 times. That's fine. Grants harmful effects. That's not. That's not already on there. So it can get defense break, slow, glancing. So it has a mix of effects that are on there. It's pretty nice. 4 hits, and random. So it's kind of like Orion, where you get random effects on there. Again, random is nice. Random's not. I mean, it's not reliable enough to depend on, and it's not like Orion where you get attack bar boost on it on a 3-turn cooldown. This is on a 4-turn cooldown. So it's a little bit less reliable. Again, the damage on these things does not really matter too much. Again, I think this is to me the key skill. This to me is the really big skill. This to me, this reads to me. If this was a skill 3, I would be perfectly fine with it too. The fact that it's on a skill 2 means and this can go on a 3-turn cooldown, gives me a lot of hope with it. This skill is also interesting to me a little bit. This just a lot of text to go with it. Pretty much 1-turn cooldown on everyone. Pretty useful. You know, 1 turn's not huge, but it's good enough where it gives you, it buys you a turn. It messes up combos if it exists. AoE slow is, of course, really good. AoE slow is just amazing. Reduce cooldowns by 1, and AoE speed buff. I like this a little bit. It's really interesting. I haven't really done enough research on it. I don't know if Unbalanced Field reduces the cooldown on its own skill. So basically, is this really a 3-turn cooldown when you use it if max build? That changes a lot. I have to watch some videos on it. I will probably do a little bit of research on that, but I think the dark one, either one, just in general, the dark one is really just light years better than the light one. This skill here is interesting. I hear a lot of people saying that they want to use this for rage. I don't see the purpose of using it in rage. Yeah, you extending the debuffs in theory sounds nice on R5 bosses. The thing is, the boss cleanses itself every time you do. It jumps up in the air. And after that, since everyone has so many debuffs anyway, they're landing the debuffs right away. You're not failing because the debuffs disappear. You're failing because debuffs are not getting applied on quick enough. Extending it longer is not helping generally. It's just getting it out in the first place is where the failures happen. So I don't find this to be that useful there. So I don't know about Operation Chain. I mean, of these two, these skill here's again, I tax them to elongate the effect 1 turn with 25% chance. Daphnis plus, yeah, I could see that. Daphnis? Yeah. Or, yeah, because the first part, plus AoE slow. You forgot that part too. So you're also adding kind of like Spectres on there. Or, not Spectre, but yeah, you're also adding AoE slow on top of that. So it's, I mean, it's a really good skill. I'm guessing it doesn't decrease the cooldown on itself. I could be wrong on that though. But, yeah, I don't know too much on that. Alright, I gotta go. It's dinner time for me and my family. I will be back probably on Friday. Tomorrow I'm not gonna be able to stream because I gotta head to work tomorrow. We gotta get back into that workflow. I haven't been in it all week. But I will probably again have the new homunculus out by Friday, and then we'll be prepping for free room removal. So any questions for free room removal? Oh wait, Liam, you want to look at your dragon scene. We'll do that first before we go. Let's just look at Liam's possible dragon team out here. So we're looking to see what you have. 7-turn defense break and 3-turn defense break. Really, what's the difference at that point? You know, because you don't need 7 turns of defense because they're either gonna cleanse it or they'll be dead. If they're not dead in 3 turns, they're not gonna be dead in 7 turns generally. Plus, you know, you cooldown. You cycle through your turns quick enough that you know it's not gonna be a big deal. Again, in theory, extending the debuff sounds really good. I just think overall it doesn't work as well. So, how fast are your dragon runs? That's the first thing we got to work on to see if how we're gonna speed it up. What are we working off? But you have Verd, so we definitely start with Verd for your team. If we're going safe or we're going for speedy runs. So, initial thoughts, I see Sigmarus goes in there. I don't know if you need Poseidon with it. Because Poseidon, there's a lot of crowd control. It's really for the safety. Wusa. I mean, if you're going Wusa, that's so much safety there. I mean, if you're trying to go speed or you're trying to go for You have the monsters for speed teams. Pretty much, you have Theo, Galleon, Verd. But I don't think you have the runes for a speed team, so let's not go for the speed team yet. But you should be using Verd, Theo, Megan. I don't know. Is Wusa really better than just using Veramos for the cleanse? I mean, the immunity's there, but the problem is if you get caught in between without an immunity, you get really screwed. Where Veramos can actually just save you from cleansing it. I don't know if Wusa is better than Veramos, just because Wusa doesn't cleanse with his immunity. So if you just get, there's a one-turn gap there, and there's a good chance that those dots land on there, and you kind of can get screwed. I don't know if it's really a big issue or not. Okay, if you die, then continue to use Wusa if that's what's saving you. Again, I think Veramos does the job better, just the cleansing it, but it's fine. So you said your Sigmoris runes are... Sigmoris is... Why is Sigmoris on Despair? If those are your best runes, that's fine for Despair. Honestly, I would go Fatal for Sigmoris if you can. But, because you don't need stuff. I mean, in general, for dragons, you're not looking to stun anything, so Despair's not huge there. Verd, Bella, Vero, Megan, Spectre. Yeah, that's a beautiful team. I love that team. That team carried me for so long. That's probably about a 2.5 minute, 3 minute team. It's really good. If you're going to use what you have there, again, Verd, Bella, Veramos, Theo, plus any other DPS really works. Julie works really well. The Megan works fine. Spectre works really good. I would really use any of those. It's not about getting cut. Remember that there's a one-turn gap where you have no immunity. That's what it is. Because Wusa is on, again, 3-turn immunity, 4-turn cooldown. So there is a 1-turn gap in between. So that's really what it is. Alright guys, I gotta go eat dinner with my family. But yeah, if you're looking for it, I personally just go, Verd, Vero, Bella, Spectre, Sigmoris, or Theo. And I think something like that works really well. That's probably about 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes. I just think that, to me, it's the cookie cutter team, but it really works really well. Alright, I gotta go. Sorry guys. I will be back tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, Friday. Have a good night.